Hey guys, I'm going to be talking about the 01 to 02 yz250f and basically trouble getting it started or even, getting to idle properly without popping and stuff like that. Now, the main the main issue with this is basically valve clearance and timing in the motor. Now, your exhaust is supposed to be 0.17 to 0.22 millimeters clearance, and then your intake is supposed to be 0.10 to 0.15 millimeter clearance. Now, if those are running a little tight, it'll be hard to start. A lot, a lot of it too is the timing chain that runs up here inside your motor. Over time it does stretch, and what it'll do is it will throw your cam slightly off. So what you'll get one perfect, and then one will be slightly off just a little bit, and vice versa. So you can't get them perfectly lined up in there, which will then again cause it to be hard to start as well. So what I did with this one was, I rebuilt this whole entire motor, but I replaced the timing chain in there with the hot cams cam chain, and I was able to get my cams perfectly lined up. Everything is just perfect inside the motor, and it starts first, second kick now every time. So that's also something to look at. Just basically make sure that the valve and the timing of the motor is pretty much spot on. A lot of times too is an air leak will cause this thing to be hard to start. So what you can do is you can spray, carb cleaner or brake cleaner, through wherever there's a gasket or a seal in the motor. Now, if it starts revving or high idle, then you have an air leak and you need to replace that gasket, or basically just get in there and see what's going on. Now, the intake boot, that seems to be the culprit almost every single time, because a lot of times, what you'll do is you turn the carburetor on its side to replace the main or the leak jet, or the pilot jet, I'm sorry. And, the boot right here will get stretched out, and, that will cause an air leak as well, just from basically wrenching on the thing. Now, jetting in a carburetor, that's one of those mysteries that no one can solve. Basically, I'm kind of self-taught here, and what I've always done was I looked at the spark plug. Now, if it's covered in carbon, then you're running rich. If it's covered in like a white or gray residue, then it's running lean. So with that being said, is your air screw has a lot to do with it. If you go out, the richer it is. They say stock is 1.5 to 2 turns out. Sometimes you got to go 3, 4, 5 turns out. Now, what you want to do is, if you keep turning this thing out and you're still basically running lean, is you want to get in here and you want to change out your pilot jet. You want to go basically richer. So the higher the number, the richer it is. So with this one, the pilot jet is a stock 42. So I played around with it, and I stuck a 45 in there, and then I actually have a 48 in there right now. And what that did was that actually got my header to stop going red hot at idle. It still does if it idles for 5-10 minutes, a long time without being ridden. With the bogging issue and stuff like that. What I did was I went out and I bought the Boysen leak jet diaphragm. Now, what that is let's see if I can get it here. That's that thing that goes on the bottom of the carburetor. Is it worth the money? I think I spent $70 on it or whatever it is on Amazon. It has cleared up a lot of hesitation. Now, a lot of it, the hesitation was because, basically the piston rings and stuff like that were kind of worn out. So, that one does have a brand new piston in it. But basically, with your leak jet, if you ever do get this one, the in is richer. So, basically, they say go 3/4 a turn, one turn out. And then a lot of that, too, is like basically... you just got to keep playing around with your carburetor, and then just keep going back to your spark plug and see what's going on with it. That's basically the best way to tell if you're either too rich or too lean. But I mean, I haven't really messed with the main jet or the needle. The needle's still in the stock position, which is fourth position down, and it seems to be doing really, really well. Now, with this bike, as you can see, it's a 2001. It starts first, second kick now almost every single time. I just can't start tonight because it's almost 9:30 at night and the wife will kill me. But I will post another video of this one riding around. But like I said, the main thing is just going over your valve clearance and in the timing chain. That will really help get this thing to start. And then basically the carburetor, basically just looking at the spark plug and seeing which way you got to go. And hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, like I said, I've basically rebuilt this entire bike. I stripped it down and rebuilt this whole entire thing, and it seems to be it seems to run and brought its power back. So hit me up if you have any questions, and I'll try to respond to you as soon as I can. Thank you.